what's happening here is this feels like the first day of the rest of our life. And it's an exciting new day because we're setting out on building an entirely different type of guitar that uses a totally different internal construction. It's something new that I've designed to give a player a more expressive range out of their instrument. Better intonation, better dynamic range, longer sustain. All of these really musically useful elements that contribute to giving a creative musician a better piece to use. And so when we look at this and think, okay, well, as Taylor Guitars, we want to be doing an ever better job at building an instrument. We want the guitar we build tomorrow to be better than the guitar we built today. We want this guitar to be better than what we did even last year. And we always want to be improving what we do. And so when we look at the next generation of Taylor Guitars, it's designed to be a guitar company driven by a guitar maker. We're a company, an enterprise of musicians and makers who are building these creative instruments for other musicians to enjoy. It's not just a big corporation. There's a lot of heart and soul in these guitars.
Yeah.
And so when we look at something like this entirely new system of building and playing a guitar, well, that signifies a big change for us. It's kind of like a torch-bearing sort of moment where it passes from one generation to the next. And by the time that I'm too old and feeble to be building these guitars, along will come a maker who's far more talented than I, and I'll pass the torch along to them so that this can go on well past the time of my lifespan or Bob's lifespan or whoever comes next. These are guitars for musicians. The ingredients are very important in a recipe, whether you're building an instrument or cooking or designing anything. Ask a painter, are their paints important? The quality of their tints? Their brushes? Yeah, they're very important. But with every instrument, there's a few aspects that are all important. The material, the ingredients have to be right. The design has to be right. And finally, your ability to make it has to be good. Because if any one of those parts is falling a little short, you'll have a poor instrument. I like music. I like the sounds that came out of instruments. I liked playing instruments. And I loved woodworking. My dad's a carpenter. And I love watching the inherent creativity that musicians bring. I mean, music is really interesting. It's unique among arts that everything else you see, sculpture, painting, architecture, those are all what I'd call decorations of space. Music is decorating time as it goes by. There's an inherent uniqueness in that I'm drawn to. So when I look at building a guitar, I feel like I'm like a handmaiden to the artist. It's like I'm trying to build this creative, expressive instrument so that they can go take it and make their artwork. Because that is an important part of our life. That's a part of the human experience that I don't want to give up. Music is the way that we tell our stories to each other, how we can empathize with one another, how we can express our joy and our sorrow. And those things matter to me. And so I want to build this instrument, sure, to see if I can do a better job than I did yesterday. Yeah, that's a motivator for me. But mostly, it's to see what I can do and what I can offer to a musician.